So I first did a video that had all four of my parts for my project, and it was 20 minutes. And I tried uploading it to YouTube, and it said that it was too big. So now I'm doing smaller parts. Okay, so part one is about what style period I would choose if I could choose one, and like and why. And the style period that I chose would be the modern art period. And the reason that is um because a lot of barriers that were created in art for and enforced in art for so many years, like following a style period and following a specific like either Disegno or Colorido and things like that that have existed for so many years, a lot of that was really challenged and broken down in modern art, especially to now contemporary art that is so extremely like such an extremely wide range of arts that are now accepted and are appreciated for the value and what they bring to the table rather than how much they like comply with a style that is accepted during that time period. And the movie that I watched was Pollock, and Pollock is an artist that was famous, like a famous modern artist during this time period. And I mean, that's what the movie meant mostly focused on is how he started a bit lower and like down in the dumps type of like life, and how he met this woman named Lee, and she really helped him get off of his feet and and start just working more on his art and really get to him where it is where we meet him as he first has his first solo exhibit, as he makes a very famous mural, as he like moves away, and then as he creates his really famous splatter art style, which was very different from the other abstract artists, which I mean that's a core thing of modern art. Um and so I mean it's an interesting movie, and of a character that I'd have to identify with at the movie, it's definitely Lee. I feel like she kind of got the short end of the stick. And she the way that Pollock treated her, and the way that she really just gave him so much and he didn't really give her much back and cheated on her multiple times. I mean, and the fact that she left straight up, I I feel bad for her, honestly. Um and then the next part, the next part of the question was if we had to choose an artwork of the specific time period, which or what would we choose? And I would say that the one that I would choose personally is Composition by Walsey Kandinsky or Kandinsky, because he is many times considered, he's from Russia, but he's considered like a huge, like one of the fathers of like abstract art. And abstract art is a huge element. Abstract art and cubism are huge elements of modern art. It's very representative. I mean, while modern art is extremely diverse, those are ones that when people think of like modern art, a lot of time they're thinking of more abstract things, because this modern art is really where abstract kind of like started as a concept and as a style period or a style in itself. And then I chose the one to compare it would be Stonebreakers by Gustave Courbet, because the period right before modern art was realism, which is what this is. And it just, I think this really incorporates what realism was about. Just the average person who's working and doing their best and is unnamed, and it has a lot of like it's about what people actually go through. It's about like the lower class and the middle class, the working class in general, and the things that they have to do, and that really spotlighted it for realism. But modern art was a bit different than that in style. And then one that I chose as a piece that's like afterwards kind of represented is I chose this untitled piece from Vasquez, because he's an artist that has kind of had a bit of a resurgence in popularity. I've seen recently in like pop culture and things like that. He's become kind of very well known. And I think what's interesting is that Vasquez wouldn't really be able to even exist if the earlier elements of modern art weren't in place at the time. Like Vasquez is obviously very, very abstract and very like based on more feelings rather than rules and realism. And if abstract art or specifically or composition V did not exist, Vasquez wouldn't exist. And so that's why I chose that specifically as it being the father of abstract art. Oh, another element that I wanted to add about the modern style period is, and the reason why I would choose it is because it also takes place during many very interesting periods in U.S. history, such as the World War II, the Great Depression, and things like that. So I think seeing how art is impacted by that specifically would also be an extremely interesting, and that's why I chose it to be my style period.